Hello, welcome to the Hypermobile universe, the head and neck series. Today we are on phase 4 of stabilizing the cervical spine. So we have challenged the head and neck with balance. We've challenged it with the TheraBand and axial lengthening. And now we're going to increase that challenge by challenging the balance of our bodies from down below. Perturbation, which is movements of the body, say in a car ride or in a lift, where you get an unusual movement of the body, is called perturbation. Or if someone was to push you, or you would be knocked from one direction to the other. And with craniocervical instability, people can often have increase in symptoms with this. And that's because we haven't really gained the proprioceptive awareness for that head and neck to stabilize itself over the top of the body. So up till now, we're stabilizing the head over the body, and now we're going to challenge it on a balance pad. So the balance pad that I have, I don't know you could get any more. I got this from a pipe lagging company. I had Googled balance pads because Pilates balance pads are notoriously expensive, and I found them and they were brilliant. So just Google or go to AI and ask for inexpensive balance pads. I have had several different types and they're all good. I wouldn't recommend one over the others. So I'm going to pop this down. I'm going to use my TheraBand to begin with before I get on my balance pad, because I want to give my head a little bit of proprioception again for stability. I don't want to go straight onto that balance pad. So I'm starting off with that band, and I'm just going to stand on the balance pad to begin with and just lengthen. I'm going to adjust to make sure that my posture is good. I don't want no sort of sagging knees, hyperextended, no hanging in the hips. We're going to start with just softening those knees a little bit, not bent, just unlocked in back. And I'm going to try and just think about my pelvis as a nice bowl and circle, and my ribs as a bowl and circle, and my shoulders and my head, and I'm going to stack them all on one another. So you can really feel with the balance pad where the weight wants to sit in your feet, whether it wants to sit in your heels or your forefoot. The idea is that you're going to bring the weight right up through the center of the instep, or if you've got very high arches, you might not feel that, but you want that weight equal through the foot. So I want weight equal through my heel and my forefoot. And I can also feel whether I've got more weight on my right leg or my left leg. So I'm just going to start balancing on the balance pad. It's going to give me some proprioception, although it's challenging my balance as to where my weight wants to go. So I'm just going to keep lengthening up, and then I am going to shift a little bit from foot to foot on that balance pad, just so I can feel myself keeping my head stable like that. With the band, so we'll take you through stages. I would start like we did on the floor where you didn't have the balance pad. I'm going to start to shift into one leg and lift a hip. I always look in a mirror when I'm doing these, just so I don't have an accident, and our eyes are part of our proprioception. I will be giving you vestibular exercises after this, phase 5, and then we have another phase 6. So we're going to shift onto that left leg. We're going to lift the heel and come back, and then we can start to balance on that leg. If we get this far and try and take a leg in the air, and I'm a little bit wobbly with the feet, but my head's fine, which is good. And to the other side, and I'm just going to take it off. And again, like before, the increase in time and duration is how you progress this. And then you can further progress it by going back to your book. So I'm just going to get the book. So I'm now going to challenge my body both from the bottom and the top in terms of proprioception and balance. So I'm going to take the book back on the top of my head, and I'm going to start with the balance of the book. And as I did before, I'm going to shift my legs because my head makes tiny adjustments when I'm shifting and balancing. And if I'm going to keep that book on the top of my head, I have to learn to control that shift without letting the book fall off. Now, this looks easier than it is. So from there, and I forgot to show you this with the band, we can also walk. Ooh, and I'm not gonna accomplish that one today. So I need to do some work on this. And we're gonna just walk, maintaining stability with the head, and I can try and go backwards onto my balance pad. I'm gonna do the same thing coming off the opposite foot and coming back. And I haven't got much space behind me, but I can also step off it backwards and come forward. So I'm challenging my body. I can go sideways and back up. I'm challenging my body. Like I said, start with a mirror, help yourself out. And then I'm challenging myself in movement and proprioception, keeping that head where it needs to be, stable over the top of my body. So that is the end of stage 4 for stabilizing the cervical spine. If you liked this video, please comment down below, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching.